testing. I want to test if this is recording my voice or not. Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to use Pivot Animator. So first, let's open it up. And as you can see, we already have a little stick figure guy. If you want to move your figure, you click and hold on the yellow one and you can move it around. These red ones are pivot points, which allow you to move the arms, the torso, the head, and the legs. As you can tell, he's a super awesome ninja. Anyways, we'll delete him, add a new figure, and you can change the type of figure you want. So let's say you add horns or whatever those are. You can do that. Go to add animation, add to animation, let's name him Weird Guy, and now you have that. It's kind of gross looking. Yeah, I don't want them anymore. Now you can change the color of your figure. There's these basic colors, so you can go yellow. Yay, he's yellow. Or you go to custom colors and pick all the colors over here. You can set custom colors, which I haven't done because I find that the basic colors are easy enough to use. And you can duplicate by pressing this button how many stick figures you have. Delete those two. I want to change them back to black because that's confusing to see. And this one is for if you have several stick figures. So here, I'm going to change them back to yellow. I want to show you. And if I add a figure, so you see how this guy is in front of him, how the black is over his yellow. You can lower it so the yellow's in front. So you can change which one's up front that you're seeing, which is very useful. And right here, press this and it'll put the figure that you're using at the center of your frame, which you can edit up here. I have 1280 by 720. I find that useful because it's big and allows a lot of space and things to happen. I have English, obviously. There's several languages, which doesn't really matter because most of you who are watching this probably speak English. Now here's onion skins. What onion skins are, is I'll show you. I'm going to add a frame. So that's our first frame. Animations use frames because animations are just a series of pictures for an illusion of motion. So here we're going to add several frames. Now an onion is the shadow of the last frame for where your figure was in the last frame. It helps you to see to help you for your fluidness, and so you know exactly where the last one was without just looking up here and eyeballing it. So here I'm going to move his arm up. I'm going to add several more frames. I'm going to move his arm back down. And we'll delete this last frame by going here, delete, and now if we go to play, it'll look like he's waving. Now remember, in an animation, if you're going slowly bit by bit, your animation will look smoother. So if you go on doop, next frame, next frame, next frame, it'll look a lot smoother than just going like that, because there's less frames in between, so it'll look less smooth and obvious and actually a lot worse. Anyways, I should also show you that you can load a background image if you so please. Right now I'm just going to use this one. Nice. And now you see this background. If you're gonna do a GIF, which is what I have on my blogs that aren't the videos, there are a series of images, if you go to my blog, you'll see them. They only support 256 different colors, so you got to take that in mind, because if your background has tons of different colors, the colors are going to distort and it's not going to look good. So you got to keep that in mind. So now we have that. You can add it to a particular frame or multiple frames. So if you want different backgrounds for different frames, it helps with different scenes, what you want different scenes to look like. Here, I'm just going to delete that. And so you can have this frame. What you can do is you can push the number of how many times you want it to repeat. I want this frame to repeat 20 times for absolutely no reason. So when you play, oh, I forgot. Here, what you want to do is before it'll work, you have to go add frame. And now watch this. He's gonna stay still for 20 times before it'll go to the next frame. That will help with when you want things to be still without having to add the figure there several times. I find that very useful. Now this is you can copy and paste frames. So let's see. I'm gonna copy that frame. I'm gonna paste it, and now this frame is now on the end. Same frame, which is very nice. Now if you click on this, it's just preloaded backgrounds that you've already used. So I've used this one. Now we have that. I don't actually want that there though, so I'm going to change it back to white. Yes. And you can load sprites, which I don't use any of that. You can load a different figure. So if you go to your program files, and it should be Pivot Animator stick figures, and now they have a list of stick figures you can use that are already preloaded. So there's Clocks, Cowboy, and some of them I made myself and saved for animations. Like I made the flail, I made the giant robot, I made the robot with the broken arm, and then sword. See, all of these are simplistic. This doesn't take a lot of skill, honestly. It takes time and inspiration. So any of you really could use this if you have a decent computer, and it's completely free, and it's absolutely no problems with with most computers, I'm pretty sure. So that's about it for now. There's just help up here that'll bring you to the forums on how to use it, and then you can save your project if you're not done with it, which is pretty self-explanatory. So now I don't really want to save this. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have an interest in this, because I do, and I just want to show you that I know what I'm doing, and hopefully you will do this sometime also. Well, I'll see you in the next video, animation, or blog post. See ya.